Aries, this is going to be for February 18th through February 24th. So last night we talked all about that Virgo full moon. We are getting a pretty good heads up. We have Virgo full moon doesn't come in until the 24th, Aries. So I definitely recommend looking at your chart, Aries. Where is Virgo for you? What house does that represent? How could this moon be impacting you? It's really making all of us, I feel like organization is going to be really important. Priorities are going to be really important. That's the word I just heard. But it's really this energy of just like getting our stuff together, right? Like getting our life together. Aries, you also may hear other astrologers talk about Mars and Pluto this week. I'm going to say, ready? I'm going to go against the grain. I'm sure there's probably other astrologers out there too. I just haven't come across any yet. But there's this energy like Mars is going to be difficult for people. Remember, it's going over Pluto at 0 degrees. So there's a massive transformation in anything that your passion, your drive. Remember, it's masculine energy, Mars. So it's like your masculine energy. It's also like your anger, how you express your anger and how you express your frustration. I feel like a lot of people are going to maybe get a little more aggressive this week. For Aries, this is nothing, right? Like this is our everyday life. So I feel like for Aries, this transformation that we're experiencing, I'm not saying it's not big. It's definitely big. Pluto is a once in a lifetime situation here, but I feel like we're going to handle it better than probably the other zodiac signs. I actually feel like it's giving us a little bit of a boost, like a push. And for me, I mean, just a couple of days ago, I felt very burnt out trying to reach this 4,000 hours, right? And it was like over the weekend, it was just a recharge. So yeah. All right, so impasse is here. Reflect and redirect your energy. Look at that transformation. A fresh new way of living emerges. This is giving me some Scorpio vibes here. Definitely Phoenix, rising from the ashes type of energy. Impasse, I don't feel like it's anything you don't see coming, Aries. I feel like you already see it coming. You've been going down a certain path in your journey where you thought something had to be one way, and you're just learning that it doesn't have to be that way. For me, remember, I've got the Aries everywhere. So my Aries Sun, Mars, Mercury, what else? There's something else. But my point is that we have been down this path, kind of like headstrong, barreling down this certain direction, thinking it had to be this certain way. For me and my journey, and for a lot of us, really, divine feminines, we thought that the person that we awakened us was our divine masculine energy, right? And I'm not ever going to knock that energy down a peg, right? Because I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be awakened, right? Um, but I will say that I've learned the difference between a wounded masculine energy and a divine masculine energy. And I've been saying it since day one, whether I believed it myself or not. I've been saying it because Spirit kept putting the message in my head and I kept hearing it. So I just kept telling you guys it's about the purpose, it's not about the person. And here recently, I've even been saying that I don't know. I'm at the point where I don't care if it's that person or not, right? Like, I just want to heal and I just want to align with what's meant to be for me. That's it. Like, that at this point in my journey and this awakening part, like I don't care what that face looks like. You see what I'm saying? Like it does not have to be any certain person. It needs to be a divine masculine energy. And that's all I care about. Honestly, that's it. It can't be a wounded masculine. I'm at this point in my journey where I can't spend time with someone who is refusing to heal. The spirit is not going to let me spend time with someone who is not taking active measures every day to cleanse, purify, heal. You see what I'm saying? It's just not allowed. You'll notice that we tend to date and marry and we be in relationship with people that are very the same, similar. Unfortunately, sadly, very narcissistic, very controlling. Unfortunately, sadly, these are men with weak weak minds, weak egos, right? That's why they treat you a certain way, or they talk to you a certain way, right? um it's like that's what's not allowed anymore. Like that's, you just, your energy will not match to that anymore. So I feel like reflect and redirect your energy is not something that you didn't see coming, Aries. But I think you're ready. You're tired of hitting your head on that wall. I know I am. All right, so I'm going to use the numinous. Let's look at what the challenge or obstacle is for Aries. Second house assets comes out, material world, possessions, finances, talent, values, credit scores on here. I've been stressing my credit score, y'all. Security is on here. Aries, are you focused on your finances? Are you worried about finances? Okay, so I'm not necessarily worried about finances, but I'm very focused on finances, right? In other words, like I'm almost to this YouTube monetization, right? So I'm fixing to start. This is going to be another passive income stream that I have. It's actually, they say over time it'll become the biggest income stream. So that's the goal, right? So it's like I'm excited and I've been paying attention to these statistics and I've been watching this thing every day for the last however many days, right? Because we've been getting so close. So it's like very possible that your own assets or like your own money, your own resources are on like the focus on your mind at this time. For some of you, I do see the twins. All right, let's do lesson learned. The lesson learned is going to help you with the challenge or obstacle. We have Pluto. So there's really not a lot you can do. And is it necessarily a challenge? All right, so Pluto transformation is here. Remember, we have this big 5-star stellium that just happened. It's actually happening right now as I'm doing these readings. And it's going to go all the way through. I think Venus is the last one in, and I think Venus comes in on the 16th. And remember, I told you these are inner planets. So Mars, Mercury, Venus, they're going to cross over Pluto at 0 degrees. Mercury has already done it. So your communication, you're already experiencing some big changes there. For most of us, it's the telepathy. For most of us, that's what we're experiencing. That is way different than anything we've ever experienced before. Remember, this is Pluto once in our lifetime transit. It's going to change things in a way we've never experienced before. That's that Aquarius innovative energy, right? So I do feel like lesson learned is, you know, that there is some massive transformation here. You already know that there's big shifts. Again, our inner planets. So it's like the things that impact us the most. Mercury, our thoughts. Mars, our passion, our drive. And Venus, love and money. All right, so we have third house perception here. That's that Mercury energy I was just talking about. And third house perception. So one, Aries, look at your own birth chart. One, where is Pluto? Right? That's going to be important. But second and third house. And is Pluto in the middle? That's what I would ask you too. Is like, there, is it here together? I definitely feel like you're going through some big transformation again in the way that you think about things. That's going to be that Mercury. I feel like you're getting stronger telepathy, stronger connection, right? I use the word connection a lot when I was talking about the February transits. And I think also, too, it's the Mars energy. I know Venus is coming. I know, right? And this is the week after. So the week after Venus is already there, right? 2 days after is the week that this is starting. But I think it's not necessarily money. I think it's more about um, understanding what it is that you want with your finances. And I think for a lot of us too, like think outside the box or like look at the bigger picture. This is bigger. This is bigger, Aries, than what we're seeing or what we're thinking or like what we're trying to make it. And I've heard many other tarot readers say that because of course I'm watching for the Aries, right? And I've heard them say that like we're going to experience something that's bigger than we ever like we couldn't picture it that big. We couldn't see it that big. I mean, so pretty easy reading. It's like if you've been struggling with finances, with assets, with resources, not able to figure out like what move to make or which direction you're supposed to go, it's like this is the week, right? Look at this, Scorpio. Scorpio is going to be on the bottom, and it's going to be that transformative energy that comes from Pluto. Chiron healing was next. All right, let's look at the impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. You have the moon, reflection, right? Something could be shown back to you. Queen of Pentacles, resources, becoming your own resource. The Lovers. Well, Aries, if you were questioning rather the type of awakening journey that you're experiencing would be abundant to you in some way, I feel like this is the confirmation. Something's going to be shown to you that what you went through that could have been painful, scary, fearful, actually turned out to be your greatest resource. Gemini energy. Queen of Cups comes out. This is my clue card for Divine Feminine. It is about unconditional love. Temperance is here. This is healing, slow moving energy. And this is why. So it wasn't the money, Aries. It was the two. And look how the twin and the Two of Cups comes out. So remember the twin card, the Gemini, the Lovers, is, I know we always say like it's, this wonderful love story where these people meet and fall in love and live happily ever after. But that's actually not the meaning of the Lovers card. If you go back and study the history of tarot, you'll see that the Lovers was actually an important decision that we make when we choose to heal and love ourselves so that we can become better partners or we can attract better partners, right? The Two of Cups is the soulmate card. It's the equal effort, I always say it's that I water you, you water me, we're going to grow together energy. And I feel like that's really what could be your focus, Aries. It could definitely be your focus. I thought money because second house assets, but I've seen those twins right away. There's something about divine feminine healing. It could be there's something that's taking a long time. Sagittarius temperance is slow moving energy. And I think what was taking a long time was this equal effort. All right, let's look at Pluto transformation. This is lesson learned. I feel like this is just happening right now. Ace of Pentacles, it is. Look at that. New offer. Two of Wands, important decision. Five of Pentacles, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. I think you're going to make a decision that's going to bring you in out of the cold. I think something happened to you, Aries, where you felt abandoned or rejected or left out in the cold. And I think you're fixing to see that it's going to end up being like your biggest blessing, right? Your biggest blessing. When I started my journey, I was married. Most of us are, right? Four of Pentacles, holding on to something too tightly. The World card, new opportunities. And look at that. I love it. Ten of Cups, happy home, happy family. I was married. I was married in a very unhealthy karmic relationship for several years. And that's why we don't talk about this journey as, often as other people talk about their spiritual journey, right? Because most of the time when twins meet, they're stuck in karmic loops or karmic situations. Like that's the whole point, so that the soul can wake you up and be like, hey, you got something to go do, quit doing this shit, right? So I just find it interesting that we see, we go through this awakening and everything gets, stripped away, right? We end up leaving the karmics, we end up getting divorced, we leave jobs, we end up moving, we change careers, like, all these things happen, right? And we see them as such horrible, challenging things that we're having to deal with. And if we just looked at it from a different perspective, this new opportunity to have happiness is really what this journey is about. It's an opportunity to heal and live a happy life, a life that you don't have to escape from. So I find it interesting, especially for those divine feminines that are so angry at their counterpart energies because the counterpart energy is off doing whatever they're off doing. And it's like, instead of being angry that something didn't turn out the way you expected, right? That's Two of Wands, expectations. It's like, instead of being angry, start looking at how much your life has gotten better. Like, I don't even drink anymore, y'all. Last year I quit smoking cigarettes. Can you believe it? I told a friend of mine the other day, I was like, I'm almost ready to stop eating meat. I know, right? If you know me, you just know that's crazy. But yeah, like I don't know. I'm healing and I'm becoming better and stronger and wiser, right? Like all the things. So very grateful for this journey. Very, very grateful. Is it frustrating? Yes. Do we feel abandoned? Did we feel abandoned? Yes. But does that heal as we heal ourselves internally? Yes. Like, do I still feel abandoned? No. Right? Several major arcana. So Cancer and Pisces, the moon coming out quickly. Gemini, the Lovers. Sagittarius, Temperance energy. The World card, be some Cancer energy. All right, Aries, let's do some guidance. Traveler, look at this. Move in a new direction. What did I say? You've been doing something the same way, going in the same direction, and you're fixing to make a turn, Aries. Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. And Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. All right, let's pull some Moonology to close it out for Aries. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. Aries, the moon coming out right away. First card does tell me that you're emotional, and it's very possible it's going to have something to do with the specific type of spiritual awakening journey that you're on. But I will say this, I feel like it's alignment. I definitely feel like there's some alignment happening. Look at this, two Sagittarius energies. We did have Sagittarius with Temperance. Look at the bigger picture, which we've seen that too, right? Look at the bigger picture, the third house perception, full moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. And I love this. On the bottom, be bold, make the first move. It's the cardinal moon. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like button for me.